Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are enjoying the content that I've been creating. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. So guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about employees returning back to the workplace. And when employees return back to the workplace, we need to make sure that in areas where they've typically congregated before, like conference rooms, we don't have overcapacity now because of the new COVID rules, right? We all need a social distance. A room that before could hold 20 people now might only be able to hold 5 or 6 people because of all the COVID rules that we've put in place. So that's what we're going to go over today. We're going to use Cisco video endpoints, the facial recognition, the people counter feature to see how many people are in the room and put up a warning in the top right of the screen telling them that they are over the limit and there's too many people in that room. So I'm going to show the feature, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to show you how to create that in the back end of these endpoints and get it to work. Okay, so let's go over how this works. So right now I'm in a room. I've set my macro to no more than 0 people in here, and I'm going to enable it. We're going to do facial recognition, people recognition, and you're going to see that we are over capacity because I set the room capacity to 0. So nobody should be in this room right here. And this is another use case. You don't want anybody in that room because maybe it has to get cleaned. You want to put up that 0 there. You could do that too. So that's it. That's going to keep popping up every couple minutes there to remind people that they should not be in the room and you need to get back down under that number. So let's go ahead. Let's go over to my computer and I'll show you guys how to make this magic happen. So to get this to work, we're going to go over to this GitHub site here. Now, I did not create this, but I will post a link to this in the description of the video so you guys can check it out. And there's actually a lot of cool integrations on here, so play around with some of the stuff that's on here, like this Apple TV control. But the one that we're looking for is called Room Capacity Alert, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on it here. And it's going to give you just an overview of kind of what we just saw. It's going to show you that the room capacity limit, it goes in the upper right hand corner there, but what we're after is the roomcapacity.js file, and this is basically the lines of code that we need. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy all of this, and we're going to paste this in our endpoint as a macro. So what we need to do is we need to get into the web portal for the video endpoint that we want to activate this on. So a couple ways of doing that. If you have it registered to Cisco WebEx calling, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on your device. You're going to find your WebEx Desk Pro, and you're going to click on Launch Web Portal from there. If you have this registered to Communication Manager or you have this as a standalone endpoint, you could probably just HTTPS directly to the endpoint like this, and you can get into there this way. Either way you get to this, doesn't really matter. You just need to get here. Since we're doing this as a macro, what you're going to want to do is go to Setup, Configuration, and you can type in macro right here, and we can turn the macros on. You don't necessarily have to do this step because once I go to Integration Macro Editor, it's going to actually prompt up and ask me if I want to enable macros anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and click Enable Macros, and what I want to do is I want to create a new macro. So I click Create New Macro. Let's delete what's here. Paste our code in that we got from that GitHub site. And then at the top here, we've got some variables. And this is basically the stuff that I want to be able to change. So what's my people count in the room? Hey, it's a large conference room. People count should be 5 or 8. You can make that here. For me, I'm going to do 0 because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to get this warning message prompted because it's just me in the room. So we're going to set that to 0. Then you can set the time you want this message to be displayed for, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 10 minutes, whatever. You can put that capacity in there, that alert in there. Then underneath, this is the text that is going to be displayed in the top right corner of the screen. Go ahead, edit this to whatever you guys want it to be, and then it's going to basically say, please get this space under the max people. You're calling that variable there. Once you guys play with your variables there and you have it the way you want, go ahead and click on the little disk there to save it and enable it by sliding this toggle over. And you can see that it actually is starting to go to work right now. It just popped up. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you find this stuff useful. If you guys like this, please post something in the comments. Give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, post those in the comments as well, and I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot.